So, share this. Let me share this. Why in the hell? Bullshit. Hold on a second. Okay. Anyway. All right. So get this video on with some of my bitches. What? Yeah, sure, buddy. Sometimes people, some people write me some of the strangest things. All right, so let's answer some questions here. Anonymous, please. They don't want me to out them. So whatever their issue is. Let's see what it is. It says, hello, I'm homeschooled and I want to talk to girls. I've been homeschooled for 3 years and I'm going on my last year of high school. I hate homeschool and I've begged my parents to let me go to public school. They won't let me because they think I'm going to get a girl pregnant. Apparently, they know how horny you are, just like you're revealing it to us. Yeah. I am 18 years old, and I don't talk to any girls, and I really want to finally get my driver's license. And my parents are giving me more freedom, but I don't know where to meet girls. I have a job that pays me really well, but I'm not around any women. What kind of job is that? And I'm not going to leave the job because I like the money too much. Thank you. 10 million subscribers will. Yeah, but no, he says how can I meet girls and have female friends? Man, first off, there's tons of ways for you to meet girls. Okay, I mean, I gotta run down the list, man. I mean, okay, so I know you're homeschooled, which is some BS. I know, like, from what I hear, I think I've read that homeschooled kids on average are smarter than normal public school kids. But the problem comes in with homeschooling is that people don't get socialized properly and they don't know how to fucking act. And trust me, I know some people that have been homeschooled, and these are some of the people you meet and you're talking to them and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like, something's up. Like, I can't put my finger on it, but something's not right. That is a lot of homeschooled people. Now, don't know if you're like that. I'm not saying it's all homeschooled people, because I'm sure there's a lot of kids that get homeschooled that parents still let out to play with the other kids and let them socialize. But as far as their education goes, they homeschool them. So usually the issue comes in where they're not homeschooled, socialized properly. So I don't know if you've been socialized properly. The fact that you haven't really talked to any girls doesn't mean that you haven't been socialized properly. It could just mean that you're shy or timid or something like that. But if I were you, I would go where the girls are. That's usually how you want to talk to girls. You're about to get your driver's license, right? Okay, then. Where do girls like to hang on the weekends? The motherfucking mall. Okay, I know that's what, look, all around the United States, that's where kids would go to hang out. The mall. I went to the mall, man, before I could drive, we were getting on the bus and going to the mall on Friday and Saturday. And then, no, we would go on Saturday because in our area, you had to transfer. So it wasn't a straight shot to the mall. But on Saturday, it was a straight shot to the mall, and the bus would take you back straight shot. So, uh, but yeah. And then when I started to drive, we was in the malls Friday and Saturday. Okay. I mean, you're 18. Are there any local clubs? A lot of local clubs. You know, it's a lot of times it's 18 to party, 21 to drink. Okay. So you start going to the clubs. All right. I don't know how to dance. You ain't got to learn how to dance exactly yet. But if you take care of yourself well and you walk up in the club with confidence, a girl will dance with a guy that can't fucking dance. But she'll talk to a guy that can't fucking dance. Okay. I mean, so you're in high school. I mean, if they'll let you, well, it's kind of fucked up. See, if you know some of the kids in your town, then you might be able to go to the dances. I don't know how that would exactly work, but you might be able to go. You know what I mean? I don't know when you graduate. Do you graduate with them at the high school, even though you weren't schooled there? Like, I really don't know how that shit works. Uh, yeah, you need to get to these functions. You know what I'm saying? If you got any friends at your job and you got male friends at your job, find out what they're doing. Find out where they're partying. Find out where they're hanging on the weekends, man. Come on, bruh. Come on now. Come on. I know sometimes some of this stuff is not apparent. You know, sometimes you think to yourself, you're like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Because you see, I mean, come on. You gotta go where the girls are. Okay. I mean, shit. It's just a lot of options, man. Um, you know, I've already named a few. You just need to. That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. Shit, get on Tinder. Get on Tinder and start looking for chicks. Go on dating sites, start looking for chicks. You know, whenever there's any type of festivals, music festivals, art festivals, look for all these things around town and in your area that are going on, because there's going to be lots of people there, and you'll be able to walk around and you'll be able to bump into people and spark up conversations with chicks. You know what I mean? Concerts, man. Go to concerts. Girls get horny when they go to concerts. You know, they be ready, man. They know they can't have the dude on the stage, so you might be the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? There'll be packs of girls there by themselves. They're just girls going, hoping the dude will fucking talk to them at the concert. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff you can do to meet women, man. You know what I mean? So if you're making money like that, get your own place. If you really making money, like, you know, when you say you make good money, that's relative. But, you know, because you could say, oh, I make $60,000 a year, which is really fucking good for an 18-year-old. But to me, someone says I make 60 a year, that's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you make good enough money, shit, you're 18, get your license, get the fuck out of your parents' house. If you're doing that well, you know what I mean? That way they can't tell you shit. You're 18. They can't tell you shit now anyway. The only reason why they can is because you live in their house. That's that parental rule. But legally, you can leave. They can't do shit about it. So, hope I've helped you with that, man. I hope I've given you some ideas, all right? Whatever you're into, go to conventions. You know, you got hobbies, go to these conventions, because there's always women that's into them. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Who else can I help today? It's funny, he sent this twice. I'm scrolling through here. All right, here's another one. Hopefully I didn't read this one. I don't think I did. All right. Dear Tyrone, please keep me anonymous. No problem, Sam. Your identity is safe with me, Sam. Okay? I would never say your name, Sam. I hope you get this message because this is something that's been bothering me and worrying me for a while. I think I'm starting to hate women. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Let me guess. Rejection. They don't pay attention to you. They may have talked shit on you when you were younger. Or it could be your mom, the way she treats you. Uh, a girl told you your dick was little or you couldn't fuck. It's going to be something in that area, I'm thinking, that's going to make him not like women. I'm wondering what this is. If it's not, I'll be surprised. I'm just naming the common things. Usually rejection that makes men hate women. My problem is dealing with constant rejection. What did I tell you? Okay. I am a genius. A super genius. I told y'all. I live in Brooklyn. The thing is, you don't even have to approach women to get rejected here. It's like I say, just look at you walking down the street like, let me see here. When I'm at work, many women are cold towards me as if I was going to ask them out. When I'm at a store, well, I put it this way, man. There's a lot of women that are like that anyway, just because they get hit on all day. So they have a off-putting attitude toward men when they don't want to be talked to, or if they're in a relationship where they're married. So, that's that's actually kind of normal. It's just that you're noticing it. The fact that you mentioned it made me think of it. Um, it's something I noticed, I guess, subconsciously. The fact that you brought it up, yeah, that's just a thing how women are. A lot of them just they don't like to be bothered because they get hit on like 10 times as much as us, and that's for real. You know what I mean? Um, when I'm at a store or a coffee shop, oftentimes the female barista will avoid eye contact and act as if I'm not there, and I'll have to wait for the male barista to see me to get served. Ah, I mean, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if you're exaggerating stuff. I mean, like you're noticing things that you're starting to you're augmenting this. You're blowing it out of proportion. Um, a lot of people don't keep eye contact in public. Period. They don't. I find it actually a little rare when I go to stores for males or females that are checking me out or whatever, at the store. Boop, boop, not checking me out like, ooh, but to keep eye contact. It's just it's uncomfortable for people to keep eye contact. Plus, women are hit on all the time. So if they keep eye contact, if they hold your gaze, women know this because it's part of their flirtation. They know if they hold a gaze that they're inviting you to ask them out. So they do not hold a gaze so that you do not ask them out. Okay. Let me see here. To avoid eye contact and ask if I'm not there and have the male barista answer. Okay, I held an elevator for two women once and they said, no thank you, we'll catch the next one. That was strange. That sounds like some women that were afraid of you. That literally sounds like some women that were afraid of you, or they may have been waiting for a friend, or something like that. Where's Kelly at? She's coming. I try not to take these things that personally. Okay, so you know that you notice these things, but things like that really leave a bad taste in my mouth. I get why women do what they do, okay, but I still hate it. It's moments like I just described that make me not want to be nice to women. Things like letting the door close behind me when a girl is right behind me. I get that it might be an ego thing, but the constant presence of rejection is making me resentful towards women. It makes me not want to do anything with them, let alone date them. I want to know how I can change my thinking patterns, and your perspective may be good. Thank you. I think you're a glass half empty type of fella. I do. I think that's what it is because these are all things that I've noticed, but I don't take it personally. I, you know, I've seen women on the street where I said hello and it literally looked like I scared them. I'm just, just normally speaking, when people are passing each other on the street, like I scared them. I'm like, all right, lady, calm down, not gonna jump you, not gonna take your purse or try to get your coochie, but this is something I notice all the time, though. It's something that, there's some women are friendly, some women that aren't. Some act like they don't even see you. Some hold your eye contact. They show that they're attracted to you. They want you. That's something you see all day long. It's people being people. You already know why they do what they do. So, first half of me reading your email almost didn't have to be done, but I felt I needed to say what I needed to say reading through it. So I'm telling you, okay, don't take it so seriously, okay? Don't take it so seriously, all right? Continue to be polite and be a good person. And, I know this doesn't happen constantly. One time you're telling me about the elevator door, and a couple of times where girls are looking at not holding eye contact and stuff like that. Okay, you actually could be an intense looking person. Some dudes are intense the way they look at people. I met this dude one time, and just something about him, the way he looked at you, scared you. Like, and he was a normal guy, but his look was intense. Like it was strange. It was almost like he was hopped up on coke and caffeine, ready to go into a fucking ready to get into the zone on a rugby field. Like he was just like he had like this intensity to him, but he was a regular dude. Just the way he looked was just intense. You know what I mean? It's just his look. Maybe you look like that. I'm wondering what you look like too now. I'm wondering what you look like because some people look approachable and some people don't. I've been told both. Women have told me, it's specifically women have told me that that I look intimidating. I don't know if, some have said it's my looks. Some have said it's, sometimes I look like I don't want to be bothered or I look mean or angry. So I've gotten it all. I've never gotten crazy or something like that, but sometimes people look kind of crazy. I'm not saying that's you, but I'm just saying, depends on your look. If you look dirty, people don't want to look at you. If you look crazy, people don't want to look at you. You look violent or mean or angry, people don't want to look at you. So that could be it too. There's a lot of reasons why you could be feeling this way and not know. Like if I was talking to you face to face, it might help, especially if I could get more examples from you. But I'm going to go back to my original thing and say it's probably just you overreacting. I had a homeboy, matter of fact, he was here the other day, Jay, my boy Jay, and I was talking to him about starting a YouTube channel. He used to he was one of the guys that went to the malls with me a lot. And sometimes and this would happen every other week or every week with him. Yo, man, the fuck's that nigga staring at me for, man? The fuck is this shit, man? I swear to God, man, this nigga keeps staring at me. Man, he's not fucking looking at you. What the fuck are you talking about? Man, yes he is, man. Been fucking looking over here since we fucking sat down. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come every week somebody's looking at you? How come every week somebody's staring at you? They want to fight, and there's a problem. All my life, I've never sat down and said, "Man, this nigga's fucking staring at me. What the fuck, nigga?" You know what I'm saying? You could be just, you take a bad situation that might have happened once or twice to you, and then you start noticing everybody's looking at me. You know what I mean? It just might be getting a little bit out of hand. That's all I'm saying. Oh, God. Who else can I help here? Who else can I help? Oh, look at this. Dear Tyrone, my name is Jeremy. Jeremy Johns? Never mind. All right. I am 27 years old. I have been and was suffering from male anorexia. My lightest, at my lightest, I was 125 pounds soaking wet. Through time, patience, and perseverance, I am now at my goal weight of 198. However, it's only been as of recently that I've noticed, but after my workouts and I come home, I get muscle spasms and in the said body parts. My question to you is this. I wonder why you wrote that like that. Have you or do you get them? If so, how do you deal with them? Any advice? I don't get muscle spasms. So I don't know. You're probably deficient in a nutrient. If you had anorexia, a lot of people that are anorexic tend to be nutrient deficient. So you might want to make sure you're taking some type of supplement that's going to keep you nutrient sufficient. Okay, and then you'll probably won't have them anymore. I think I've heard that potassium and not having the right amount of potassium or magnesium can make you cramp or have spasms. And so something you might want to look into, man. But that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, sometimes people aren't stretching. Sometimes that can cause cramping and spasms and stuff like that. Could be your nerves. You could be stressed. Could be a few things, So I think you should look into that, my friend. Another question. This is from a young lady, I think. Yeah. Hi, Tyrone. Since you seem to be the advice guy deemed by many of your followers, I have a question. I am 30 years old. I work a full-time job. I got a good car. And it's funny. Most people say I got a good job and I have a car. I got a good car. And I currently still live at home. The adulting portion of growing up hasn't been easy. Because of that, it leaves me with having to live at home still. I'm just not taking home enough money after bills and car note to live on my own. I think subsequently, even with a roommate, I've tried looking for a second job to try to rectify the living situation, but I'm also single. I haven't had a lot of relationships in my life, and I find that it would be even harder now. I find my still living at home to be embarrassing. And what guy on earth would even think of dating a girl who's still living at home? We let that go because a lot of girls stay home longer than guys do. So get that out of your mind. Seriously, get that out of your mind. A lot of women live at home with their parents longer than guys do. So get that out of your head. There might be some guys that might be like, "Oh, why is she still living at home?" But It's put it this way: when I'm dating, it's not anything that ever really is an issue for me. Now, if you're in your 40s, because you're 30, that's usually the age that a lot of girls are finally getting their shit. A lot of guys too, a lot finally getting this shit together and getting out. If they're single or if they're in a relationship, a lot of women around that age period are getting out of the house and getting their own places. A lot of women, yes, before that age, but trust me, it's not something that the majority of men are like, what you doing living at home at 30? We ain't gonna say that. Uh, because of this, I feel like I'm not going to find anybody to spend my life with. And that's one of those things in life that I would really like to have. Any advice you could give about this situation would be great. Sorry if it was long for you. That's what he said to her. And here's to 10 million subscribers. Woo! Well, what's funny is her screen name is Angel Dork. Girl, you better get out there. You better get out there and find yourself a man. Okay? Shit. Start getting to events and the clubs and all these different functions and get to the gym and everything where you can find yourself a man. It's so much easier for a woman to find a man than for a man to find a woman. Is that a paradox? It's almost paradoxical. I have to think more on that later, since though it's easier for women to find a man, but it's harder for men to find a woman. But women choose the men to date, but it's men, so it should be hard if it's easier for the women. But I will think about that later. My brain hurts. Now, get on out there and find yourself a man. Stop with this shit. Okay? I don't care if you need to get on websites, get on Tinder, and stuff like that. Get on there. Okay? Don't worry about this whole age thing and living at home. You might want to, why don't you get a better job? Okay? Because you like after, your car note, what'd you say? After car note, after you pay your bills and car note, you don't have much to move out. Now, that means you're working at a bullshit ass job. Or your bills are way too high. Okay, you living way beyond your means because you live at home. Okay, so I don't know if you got a bunch of credit card debt from shopping and buying yourself shoes and makeup and clothes and whatever, and you might have went out and got yourself a car that you really couldn't afford if you lived on your own. So you living beyond your means, or you probably got a bullshit ass job. That's what I'm thinking. It's one of the two. Okay, because if you make really good money and you live at home, but you can't move out, you're living beyond your means. You already know that. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone told me they were making $50,000-$60,000 a year and they were living at home, but they couldn't move out because their expenses were too much, I'm like, well, what the fuck are you spending your money on when you're making that amount of money? Okay? And I say that because I lived on my own making around that much for a few years in a row. You know what I'm saying? It was just me by myself. You know what I mean? I had my car, I had my other bills, and I was good to go. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're like, oh, I'm making, 20,000, 30,000, I live at home. Sometimes depending on your bills, it's hard to do that. You know what I mean? I got a friend, I was just talking to her the other night. She actually lives on her own and makes 30,000. She got a new car and everything. It's really all how you do your finances too. So she must be smart with it, because I was actually surprised when she told me that she made 30,000. I was like, you only make 30,000? I was like, well, you're doing pretty good. A lot of people, they just spend money frivolously. They spend money on shit that they don't need. You know what I mean? And I remember reading a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I remember after reading that book, and I remember listening to him, Robert Kiyosaki, in a audio. And he had said something about like, you could take all my money away from me and make me work at McDonald's, and I'd still become rich again because I know how to minimize my liabilities, which are basically your bills, money that takes things that take money out of your pocket, and he knows how to maximize saving his money and investing. And it literally is possible for anybody working at McDonald's or any job that you might consider, nominal. That yes, if they actually really minimize their liabilities, maximize investing and saving, they can make it out. It's true. He has a game called oh, what's the name of the game? Fuck, is it called Rat Race? I bought it. The game was like $300, but it is so fucking valuable. It teaches you how to properly manage your money. I'm serious. The game is $300, but it is worth it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to start minimizing your debt and your liabilities. One thing they tell you about debt is if you realize you're in debt, stop digging. You know what I'm saying? So like even when I bought this house, because my bills went up, my liabilities went up. And it's funny. He has a philosophy where he's kind of like, a house is still a liability. A lot of people say, oh, well, it's an investment, and this and that. And you say, yeah, but you're still paying that mortgage. You're still paying mortgage insurance and all this other stuff. And you got this to fix if something breaks on. And yeah, it's a liability to him. There were certain things that I minimized to make sure that I would be okay. So that's what you need to do. Okay, you need to first figure out if you're spending too much money or if you got a bullshit ass job and rectify that. Okay. What did I just say? Spending too much, yeah. So if you're spending too much money, stop so you can get the fuck out of your parents' house. And if that ain't the case, get a better job. Okay. Elevate yourself. All right. And then second of all, you probably need to get out there. You need to get out there and get yourself a man. Whether it's websites, whether it's hanging with your girls, going to events, going to the club, making yourself available. Hold that gaze when you see a guy you're interested in. One of them will eventually bite. Okay, so what the hell? Okay, ooh, thought my computer's about to go to sleep on me. Punk ass computer. I'm gonna sleep when I'm talking, nigga. Sorry about that. Ugh. So I think you should be fine. Another thing too, if you have the money to travel, travel. You know what I mean? Getting out there, seeing the world, that helps. Might meet some guy while you're traveling. Might meet some guy on the same cruise ship. You never know. You really never know. Let's see here. Who else can I help today? All right, that's okay. This guy says I'm in college and there's this girl in my math class who I really like. Usually this wouldn't be an issue, but I am not much of a commitment guy. With girls in the past, I have had an easy time talking to them. I actually enjoy the aspect where a lot of guys tend to see talking to them being a pain in the oh my god. Yo, look. Man, no. I'm not reading this. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. You better convince. Y'all listen. The text is like this small. I shit you not. I just hit the read more tab. It doesn't, it just, it doesn't even fit in my computer screen. The whole letter does not fit in my computer screen. It's this fucking long. That's what she said. No, I'm not reading that, bruh. You condense that shit and you send it to, no, absolutely not. Or you subscribe to YouNow and tell me that you'd like to be guested in, and then I'll take your story then and I'll listen to it. There's no fucking way I am reading that. No, I refuse. All right. Here's another. Yo, that's literally the longest letter I've ever gotten from any fan in 5 years, and I've seen some long ones. That's what she said. Okay. Shit. Hey Tyrone, I need some advice, man. I'm 18-year-old guy living in England, and I've been having a hard time dealing with everything lately. I guess I should start off saying that I'm overweight, which is probably the main cause of my problem. Have I read this one before? I've been the fat guy all my life, and it's never really affected me emotionally. I just allowed it to be a part of who I am. That sounds familiar. I feel like I've read this. Yeah, I did. I read this one before. All right. All right, so I've read all the newest questions so far. Yeah, I've read all the newest ones, I think. Yeah, checking my spam folder. Sometimes spam will have something, but normally YouTube sends all links to spam. So that's why I always say when y'all send me a link for something, post it on my Facebook fan page. Not in my messages, not in my inbox, but you post it on my wall because I can scroll right through. And it always gives me a thumbnail so I know exactly what it is. And you only have to post it once. Post it 2 or 3 times spamming me, you're going to find out that you won't be able to post them anymore. So I only need to see something once. I won't miss it as long as it's on that wall. If I don't react to it or do a video on it, either I've seen it or I'm not interested or I've done it already. All right, so yeah. See what you motherfuckers are talking about. In honor of those 5 years, you should have done it. No, I don't think so. Yoshioka, I don't fucking think so. You do it. Haven't sent this shit to you. I'd have never got through that shit. I've asked several times in the past to keep your letters condensed. Thank you, Ida. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Looks like a few of you have tipped me. Thank you very much for the tips. Nah, I ain't got no wives yet. I have to start on building my harem soon. So I could be the rich old Hugh Hefner. Black Hugh Hef. So if he always answered the door in his pajamas, I'm gonna answer the door in my drawers. Come on in. Come on in. Bro, low key, I'll go back and play Witcher 3 when I fucking feel like it. Just like I told everybody else. I'll finish every game I've already started. Unless I tell you I'm not going back to it, I'm going back to it. Yeah, I got women cooking for me in my kitchen right now. No, no, not yet. Someone just asked me, was I playing Spider-Man for the PS4? Really? You just asked me that? Well, y'all, and some of y'all, and I appreciate it too. A lot of y'all do this for me a lot, and I thank you. You don't understand how thankful I am for the subscribers that take it upon themselves to answer questions for me that are kind of like, why did y'all ask that? You know what I'm saying? People will be like, are you excited about Justice League? Have you ever seen my reactions to Justice League? I don't understand why you're asking me that. Yep, I went to San Diego Comic Con last year. Met like 13, 14, 15 Magnusites there. That was cool. That was fun. That was fun. I had fun there. Ida, your obsession with me could land you in jail, my dear. I have to take out a restraining order on you. Have you jailed upon arrival. Thank you, Regina. Ooh, now that sounds fucking good, Lady Katrina. That sounds fucking good. Do not say that around me. That sounds fucking good. Thank you for the kisses, Dawn. I love you too. You know what they say. Keep your dishwashers clean. What the fuck does that mean? That sounds like a line in a comedy movie. You know what I mean? A comedy where like they got the one friend that's always saying shit that don't make sense. Well, you know what they say, man. Keep your dishwashers clean, nigga. Everybody's like, thank you, fan from India. Just don't love me too much. I am a man. Oh, God. It is scaring me now. She studies law. She probably knows how to commit murder and get away with it. How to get away with murder, Albania edition. Uh oh. Uh-oh. The greatest upcoming wrestler in the United States of America is here on my live stream. Yeah. Grayson? I see you out there pokey hunting. Blake be out there. So any of you ladies want a little wrestler in your life, just make sure you walk around the streets in California doing your Pokemon hunting. You'll probably run into Blake Grayson. Why you ignore me anymore? I don't know. We're in United States. That's proper English. I don't even understand that. Let's see here. So so I'm ignoring you. Watch this, y'all. So I'm ignoring you. Yeah. All right then. All right then. Punk ass bitch. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Ain't nobody ignoring you. Bitch ass nigga. You're mad, all right. You're mad, all right. Mad fucking hatter. Shaniqua, you better stop. You better stop, Shaniqua. Wait, are you a girl? You better be. Your picture is of a man. Tyrone, have you watched Twins TV? No, I haven't. The most creepy guys have girls in there. In their profile pictures. I always thought it was strange when guys would have girls in their yeah, I always thought that was strange. Well, I hope he makes a speedy recovery and never returns to wrestling then, my friend. Hey Tyrone, how you doing? Um, I'm 2P. I know. Man. I'm looking at your little banner here. Is that your ass? Oh my god. Puerto Rico. You are a naughty, naughty woman. Naughty woman. I think you should be punished. She had booty shot in her banner. I mean, what do you mean focus? I was focused on the booty for a second. That's just how things go. See? How often do I pick up? I pick up fan mail when I feel like it. My fan mail gets sent to a place that's around a half hour from me, so I only go down there when I have to. Hmm. See what's going on over YouTube. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. About to get the fuck out of here. I've talked long enough. I think I did what? Did I do an hour? Almost or something? I think that's what I did. That's what I did. Yeah, almost an hour. Maybe check out some. Should I check out? Full Metal Alchemist. I think that's what I'll check out. Yeah. All right. See y'all soon. 10 million subscribers. Woo!